Now, a sunken wall outlet is a super common problem most of us homeowners are going to need to fix sooner or later. Now, a classic example here is where you have wall tile or maybe backsplash in your kitchen. The outlet boxes were installed before that and the spacing was not thought through. So that means when you mount your outlet, they're actually sunken in from the wall surface when this faceplate is installed. So first option you'll see at most home improvement stores, usually you can slide this on without taking your wiring off. Just have to do a little back and forth. And then this is best if you do not have your wall surface, your drywall or your tile cut too large compared to the box, because these lips might actually be able to catch that surface and then you will not need to shim. But sometimes it's cut too far, so these also are not gonna grab the surface. Another option would be this type of box extension. This is a 1/2 inch, this is a 1/4 inch. You can also get in 3/8 of an inch. You can stack them up. I recommend 2-inch long machine screws, so you're able to feed through the yoke of the outlet and go all the way back into your electrical box. Here is the 2 shim or spacer options. This one I've used before, this is the new one. I've used this black one, sometimes they come in red, for years and years, and this one is called UniShim, and it's just these little shims, kind of look like washers that thread onto your mounting bolt, and that little nub is pretty critical in the design, and I'll show you how that works. So first up, I'll just go ahead and tighten in these mounting screws. I want to get them through that black box extension. Once I have that, then I'll decide how many of these 1/8 of an inch wide shims or spacers do I need, and I just fold that back on each other, and then once I have that, I'll make final adjustments and then put those where it mounts around each of the screws, where it's between the black box extension and the back side of our mounting bracket on that outlet, which is called the yoke. Then once you have everything in place, you'll go ahead and tighten things up to the final location. And then the final test, we put our wall plate on and we tighten up our 2 screws. Remember, leave those screws in the vertical or horizontal for a professional look. And this final result is much, much better than our original and exactly what we're looking for. So option 2, this is the new one. This is the UniShim, and you'll see the link in the description if you want to check these out. So what you do is you start to thread these on the mounting bolt before you mount anything. And you want to make sure it's critical that that little nub is actually facing the back side of the yoke. You'll leave the space between the yoke and that shim at about 1/4 of an inch. It doesn't have to be exact, and you'll see why here in a second. But you'll just thread in both of your mounting screws until you get close to your final location. How do you know? Well, when the shim is flush with the wall, then you know that is where you want it, and you'll push the outlet in, and that little nub on the shim, once you turn the screw, now will catch and the shim will stop rotating. And then what that means is the screw is tightening on the back side, and it's going to pinch between the screw head and the shim and pinch your yoke to hold it into place and to shim it exactly where you want it. You'll take a look here, and it's a little proud. It's sticking out a little bit more than I want. So I'm going to make another adjustment by backing that out and providing that space between the screw head and the UniShim. Once you have space, then you can go ahead and adjust that screw. So I'm going to tighten up that screw, pull it in a little bit more, and again, press that in. We'll get the nub to lock into the little slot, and then we'll go ahead and tighten things up. Then we'll put our wall plate on here, and again, this is looking much better than our original sunken outlet, and overall the UniShim seemed to perform well. So let me know what you guys think. Will you go with the tried and true spacers or shims that have been out there for years, or do you like those UniShims? Especially if you tried the UniShims, I want to hear from you down in the comments, and I always appreciate your guys' feedback.